Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel and another video. So in today's video, I wanted to revisit the Glock Model 45 as a service pistol. So as many of you know from one of my other videos, this is the Glock that I carried for like the last couple years at my last agency. Well, I recently did a lateral change to another agency, which is kind of why I've been gone for a little bit. And I was issued another Glock Model 45, this one. Since this one was my personal purchase that I carried on duty, I was allowed to modify it to an extent. I had like the laser stippling and stuff done to it, and extended mag release, and just a few little small things like that. Nothing really internally has changed. I changed the back plate to have it, I'm not sure if you can see it on there, but a Texas flag. And then on the front, I had a stainless steel guide rod that was laser etched with the state of Texas on it as well, because, you know, you got to rep the state. And that was pretty much it. My new agency, I was not allowed to modify anything. This is an issued pistol. This is a police department owned firearm, so I can't really do anything to it, which is fine. It's fine pretty much as it is, but at the same time, it wasn't. And I'll get into that here in a second. So mine, like I said, I did very little internally to it. It was just a stock Glock, and the trigger wasn't bad. The trigger could have been better, could have been worse. Basically just what a Glock trigger I've kind of come to expect. But the Gen 5 is kind of like a pretty nice Gen 4. Like the Gen 3s weren't that bad until you broke them in, and once you broke them in, they were really good. The Gen 4s were kind of like already a broken in Gen 3, and the Gen 5s are kind of right up there with them. Now, whenever I got this one, we went to the range, and it was like my second day at the department. Because of the coronavirus and everything, I haven't really shot as regularly as I used to, which is a shame. Also, I can't get a hold of ammo. Thanks, Ford buyers. And, yeah, I mean, I got plenty of ammo, but still. Anyway, they basically hand me this gun cold. I mean, fresh out of the box, has not been lubed, has not, you know, anything outside of what was done at the factory, nothing. So they just hand it to me, hand me a box of ammo, or like, bam, you're gonna go qualify. I was like, okay. So, never having touched this gun before in my life, you know, I've touched one just like it, so I figured, hey, it'll be the same. It was not. It was not. The trigger was way more gritty. I mean, it was gritty. Like, it was ridiculous. I mean, it's not so bad now because I put about another 500 rounds through it, and I cleaned the hell out of it. And, you know, I tried to not so much polish, but really scrub down some of the areas that I thought were causing the grittiness, like the, I'll just disassemble it real quick to show you. On the trigger bar here, this area was quite rough. It was not a very good feeling. Whenever I dragged my finger across it, I could kind of feel some parts of it catching. So I really tried to lubricate that and clean that off as much as possible. And then the firing pin kind of safety right here. I forget the exact terminology, but that's what the trigger bar goes across. That's the Glock safe action, basically. Whenever the trigger bar goes across it, it depresses that and allows the firing pin to move forward. That's what keeps your firing pin from, you know, going off when it's dropped and whatnot, unless the trigger's pulled. That was also very gritty. That was kind of leading, in my mind, to a really unpleasant shooting experience. I mean, the creep and the just, it's just bad. Now it's definitely improved. I'll be doing a video of me actually shooting this, and compared to this one here pretty soon once I get some off time. But it was just bad. It was just a not pleasant experience for me. And I shot worse than I've shot in a long time. And I'm thinking, how? I mean, I guess not all Glocks are created equal. You kind of, you know, I've always had a good one in my experience. It could be also that I'm just really used to mine, which has thousands of rounds through it, versus like a totally virgin gun. Like I said, I took it out and shot about, I don't know, 400 or 500 rounds through it in one sitting, just kind of to help like break it in. I don't really trust a gun to carry. I don't care what it is until I've put at least 500 rounds through it. That's nothing professional. That's nothing from like class I've taken or anything. That's just kind of my personal evaluation of a firearm before I carry it. And that goes to that's the same for the Springfield Saint that I was issued. And I'll be doing a separate video on the Springfield Saint once I once again have a little bit of time off. I was just kind of disappointed, I guess, like kind of like that disappointed father, like, you did the best you could, but I'm disappointed. That's kind of how I feel about this Glock. Now, after cleaning it and lubricating it and, you know, putting some more rounds through it, I feel like it's kind of broken in, and I continue to expect it to break in, kind of like mine has over the years. And I'm sure it'll be fine. And of course, it's just another gun I'll have to get used to. It's going to take a minute, but you know, I'm still confident in my ability to function with this firearm, and I'll continue to use it. But other than that, I just kind of, I don't know, it was just really weird. I'm not saying that the Glock Model 45 is not a great service pistol. It's been a fantastic service pistol. What are the advantages over the 17? Yeah, you have a shorter sight radius. If you're not having a light at the end, you got a little bit, you know, faster clear the leather time, if you will. You know, you kind of get out of the holster a little bit quicker. Just very minimal difference, but you know, in a gunfight sometimes that makes a difference. I feel like it's a very well balanced pistol. It shoots very well. It has a decent amount of capacity. I do like, I've said in my previous video, the funneled magwell and stuff. That was just a nice addition on Glock's part. I do wish that they would kind of plug these holes in the grip right here. That is just a personal pet peeve of mine, and I've done that to every Glock I've had. It just gives less for the magazine to hang up on. Like if you're doing a reload, sometimes you'll catch it on this lip right here and stuff, and they have that in there so you can like finger fuck the magazine out of there if it gets stuck. But I usually just plug that up because the new ones have that lip that kind of hang out over, like on the Gen 5 mags, and you really don't need it back here. So yeah, anyway, still a great pistol, still one of my favorites. Still a really big fan of the Glock 19 for my concealed carry, but I do also concealed carry these pistols because Heart and Policy says I have to carry my issued firearm, so yay. Anyway guys, really appreciate you joining me today. If you like this content and would like to see more of it, please like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Check out all our links down below. We got some merch, we got some other stuff, our Amazon affiliate link kind of helps out. If you're interested in Find the Flashlight, I got a link to that on Amazon. And yeah, like I said, I'll be doing some more videos on some guns and stuff. And yeah, sorry I've been gone for so long. So anyway guys, I really appreciate it. I hope you guys are staying safe out there. I hope you're staying hydrated in this heat, if it is hot where you're at. I hope you guys are, you know, if you are protesting, please protest safely and responsibly. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.